Anyway, right now at the top, so we're gonna buy Blitz. First is gonna be replaced. And then we already can go for some extra archers in tier 2 then. Archaic archers can be, of course, unlocked and bought. And they're gonna go here and of course here as well.
Archers!
Since you are defensive, then we need some better defense, probably Olympic trials. I think that's something that I really like. Oh, well, morale on the phalanx hoplite is usually pretty good, so I don't need that all that much. Let's go for Olympic trials on them.
Archers!
And on the archers, yeah, better attack Botkin arrows. Or rather Broadhead. Botkin is for better range. Broadhead arrows to allow for some surprising attacks. When you basically catch somebody off guard, you just equip Broadhead arrows and give extra damage. And slaughter them all that easier.
Blood of Alexander.
Blood of Alexander. I'm right now going to be keeping experience for... Am I going to be keeping it for extra or other commanders or not? I'm kinda right now tempted. I should just go for the upgrade, but since I'm playing still on basically tier 1 and 2, I'm just gonna screw it.
Archers!
And play here. I want to win and stay alive till the end. Yeah, well guys, I'm going to be streaming Age of Mythology in about an hour. There's going to be a match from the Age of Mythology Vanilla Championship between Shelty and Almahan. I'm going to be streaming that. That's going to be a best of 5, so in an hour. Age of Mythology is definitely coming up, but in the meantime, I'm just right now playing in here some battles in the post-beta of Total War Arena. Yeah, Hodensak today. In an hour, 20 GMT. Some good old hate in the chat apparently. Yes, Hodensak, on this channel. I'm going to be switching into Age of Mythology in about an hour. Alright, so we're going to be heading into battle, it seems like. And it's going to be yet again Thermopylae. Hodensak, unfortunately I'm just affiliate, so I really don't have any yet. I think I can get one, but I haven't really set it up yet because I haven't really had time to think about it all that much. To be honest, I don't even have sub icon yet. So you have just the standard star, or what is it? I'm not exactly sure what icon I will be using. Because I don't have any custom graphics really, so I would have to use, I don't know what, maybe something from Age of Mythology. I'm kind of thinking about the Zeus circle from when you're choosing a god in the game. It's kind of nice and would fit occasionally with the theme of the channel and such. That might be a good one. But otherwise, yeah, I will still have to work on that. A lot of thinking to go into all these things. Anyway, We are going to be playing with the Czech. Let's just not call it yet. Rax 1, Tartarus, whatever. Don't recognize the names yet. Those two I do. These were actually the guys that played with us last game, right? I think so. Okay, right now we're gonna be playing against them. We have Horsies, so hopefully that's gonna be coming for the tower, and otherwise double arches and hoplites. Triple arches, you shouldn't really go that all that much. Triple arches and bottom, because you're going to be fully expecting, or rather relying on somebody defending you. And that's kinda hard to do, or rather hard to rely upon. Especially in the lower tiers. Ah, great, Hodensek. Thank you very much. You're actually the very first one. There's actually from yesterday, there's this action on Twitch that you can subscribe for half the price. It gives the streamer the whole, for example, $5. But for you buying it, it costs just 2.5. I think you can do it on any channel. During September, it ends about, I don't know, start of October or whatnot. Okay, so we are spawned on the left. Oh, god damn it. We have Horsies who are actually not... They are going to be free to control, well that's pretty sucky. I definitely don't want to be the one doing it, but Andrei no, god damn it, wait for us. Wait for us. We should just basically check what's gonna happen in there before the archers are coming there in as well. I will have to be protecting this part of the map. Okay. Go back. Well, that's plenty of them. So, Andrei, up to you. Up to you to make something happen. And we can also go through the beach and around, and I think that's exactly what I'm gonna do. Archers! Quick march! One here, one on the other side, and hoplites are gonna be guarding on the back if somebody was attempting to go here. It's gonna be all across the place here. Can already start shooting. Wow, where are you going? God damn it. Why are you actually not shooting? I don't understand this at all. I just gave them full command and they're not doing anything. Yeah, go then nice. You go back. Okay, they're gonna route, it's alright. I need to do something with these. Finally. Oh fudge, I'm gonna get flanked horribly.
Are they blind? Our allies are firing on our units!
Shoot, attempt to shoot at least once. You go here, you add there and there, okay. I just want with these Horsies, one can hide here already, but the second is gonna be coming. Oh! Oh, this is nice. Come on, I can't miss that. I'm looking forward to do this. Where do I have you? That's how we do it. Alright, charge into the back, and hopefully somebody's going to be controlling them there soon. Yeah, well, that was just inevitable to happen. Yep, somebody's already going for them, so I'm just gonna survive as long as possible in here, that those riders can catch them. We were kinda screwed in there already. Yeah, we're gonna charge them from the back because the enemies are already far away gone. Is somebody controlling them or not? Probably not. Wow. They got it real bad, boys. How's it looking with these horses? They're actually still very much alive. Ah, yeah. I'm gonna be catching those or those. Well, there are plenty of archers. I'm still going to be continuing, of course, with the game. Right now, unfortunately, I cannot charge. Or I should be able to charge. Be still able to control them alright. That's kinda weird. You should be able to have the charge with them even when you're disconnected. That seems kinda bug somehow. I'm just gonna have to hope that somebody is going to be able to take control of them. $1,400, $1,200, we are actually winning. We can't charge, but we can at least stop them, so that's something. Of course, they're gonna get routed fairly easily. All of them, so that's goodbye archers from Red Result. Then, these are gonna be next in line. Might already leave from this position. I'm gonna flank the horses in the process. Yeah, so that they lose morale. And are they gonna rout? Yes, they are routing. Alright, that's exactly what we wanted. Nice. So, right now this is alright. We're just gonna be continuing with the Zarmis. Can we go through this side? Oh, Rax is already waiting for him. He's just gonna be waiting when he comes out. And slaughter him there. He can in the meantime kill those. Just gonna be flanked as well and probably rout. There are some... Oh, stakes against horses. God damn it. Careful about those then, boys. Those stakes are pretty nasty when you get into them. They can basically annihilate like half of your army very easily. Michelin is gonna get some good shot in those. Good. Good. Horses in here are right now getting annihilated, unfortunately, because nobody was paying attention to them. That's a bit of a shame. Which means that those riders can actually go take their place. We don't have horses in the base, so let's go there. Or... yeah, we don't need to. Our guys are on top of that. Just gonna go for the archers from the back into more tunnel. And right now you can see that I'm actually right now having it. Yeah, I'm having the charge that I was supposed to be having before. So that definitely was some kind of a bug. That I didn't have it with them a bit before. Those suitsmen still alive, really? Well, let's just send them into the enemy base then, I guess. Where, yeah, he's going from the top. Okay, I'm going to be coming from the bottom then. Since he's going from top, he's gonna catch them. They might try to turn back, in which case I would catch them from the bottom. Well, if they're charged, they're done. Nice. He's kinda deadish, so I'm just gonna mop up. Yep, so Morteno is dead. He's gonna rout pretty soon. Just need to get at them. And, yep, nicely done. Well, this is a GG. Even though I lost all the units, kinda needlessly has to be said. Definitely could have done a lot more with them. It still doesn't matter all that much, because those horses are a whole lot more important for the game. And how to use them properly. And you can see that just basically getting it through those archers multiple times, that's how you win the games. And even though I lost mine, you can see overall it worked for the team. Definitely should have played better with my own units. But yeah. It worked nonetheless this time around, luckily. Which means we're getting into the enemy base with the woodsman, and they are trying to be shooting at us, so I guess let's just move away if we can. Oh, they just harassed into... They didn't turn. Let's go back then into those. Should be working alright still. There are a few units, they're gonna die easily, that's not a problem. We just will be moving somewhere here. This is already one, of course. Right now engaging them here very easily. Archers are slaughtering enemy archers. This is something that you should avoid. Clumping them, exactly as is right now, unclumping them. Because it's fairly easy then for all the units to kill you. On one spot. That's something to take, rather keep in mind. There are the horses already on the way. Ah, there is some routed enemy unit. You might probably catch them in the back. This is gonna get a few extra kills. If you actually catch enemies like that, even though they are routed, you can get kills through this. You can see there's somebody killed and whatnot. You can get extra stats from that, so that's not to underestimate if you are looking to get as much silver as possible. But of course, always keep attention to live units rather than the dead ones, unless you just have nothing else to lose. Yeah. I still dread somebody trying to... Oh, that's actually a very strong one. Since you had dealt with those horses might just as well go up, because it seems like he's going to be attempting to run away from us for a bit longer. Let's go with the charge, that we are there as fast as possible. The base is ours, and we're gonna get some few fun kill. There's no point in going through base. We have enough units in there. It's going to be fairly easy for us. Apparently we should be switching here a bit. Through the mid, he's coming into the base. Alright. Where are our horses? In here. Through the forest. Not going to be the fastest escape route, or rather access route. But still, that's good enough. Oh yeah, you're not even gonna get there in time. Vexon is probably gonna charge into him as well, or not? No, he's not. Alright, GG. Well, I'm not gonna get any high experience, because from using the ally units you don't get anything. Which is kinda sucky, but yeah, that's how it is. Gonna be very low silver and experience overall. Yep, because of this.
Spears!
So let's get up with the Olympic trials, and of course with the broadhead arrows, which we didn't even use, so we don't really need to replenish them.
Ready!
And let's requeue. Yeah, that was very fast. That was very fast getting into the game. Oh, Thermopylae replay. Alright. Alright. LT Victor J, that was the last guy that died with the very last unit last game. Hopefully he's gonna die the same this time around. Where are we gonna go? Well, triple skirmishes, triple archers, yet again that's gonna be a problem for a defense. Kantor-sama or Buzes should be protecting them, which I don't think is gonna happen all that much at tier 1. Even though you usually have plenty of experienced players, because there was a vibe of stats coming into the closed beta. Still, there are going to be noobs and whatnot, so you can't really rely on your allies to protect you all that much. So that's why I usually do it, because if I am aware of that, why wouldn't I do it? Crimson Cheeks, I'm just basically trying to win with all the commanders in a game that I stay till the end. So I'm just waiting for actually a game with Cynane that we win and I stay alive, even though we have won all the games.
We must take their
I have died in all of them.
or scatter their forces
And
to
then
the
I would
four
switch into
winds.
barbarians, into some... I'm not sure if Horsies. I think that I have actually infantry ready because of experience. Right now coming to the left, Turkishi. Inglorious, okay, Inglorious is coming for the tower. So that's definitely nice to see that we have players who actually understand how the map is played. Horsies most definitely always need to go for the tower. And where are we having whom to defend and whatnot? Horsies, right? With protection, archers, better. Okay, we need to go here. Rather, we should be somewhere there. 3 is gonna be here, 2 and 1 is gonna go right. With Petter. I'm not entirely certain that Kantor-sama is actually gonna be protecting him. Petter 1, 2, 3, 4, 9. That definitely could be Czech. Because Petter is a Czech name. Maybe even Slovakian. I would be guessing that it's gonna be something like that. So similar to me. Okay, we see a lot. Need to be careful, as there are horses coming our way. Oh, Tartarus definitely should be careful as well. We seem to be really establishing into pretty strong mid in
The
here.
enemy has first blood.
Going to be shooting through the hot gates. That's looking alright, but we probably need to reinforce that. Number 1 here, 3 could be coming all the way back. Yeah, we need to go on, or rather behind the rock, that we are potentially not charged upon, exactly as Tartarus is. Yeah, well, that was kinda bound to happen, unfortunately. It's gonna try to protect this side with the hoplites. So we're gonna be coming here, and we need to start shooting already in here as well. Let's check. This focus fire sucks. They are in an interesting position in there. Oh, well, that's nice. I'm gonna get a good shot in there, exactly as the horses are running away.
Stop firing.
And right now we need to stop, because of course... horses are still battling there. Oh, different horses. Yeah, unfortunately this guy's not gonna get my help. Because I right now need to think about my own units. And I need to get to Turkish pretty damn fast. And we need to change our direction. Fortunately, Tartarus found himself in a terrible situation.
The enemy
I'm really sad that we cannot help him, but how the battle is going, it will be just counterproductive. The horses would just run away and circle on my own units, and we would lose everything, so what would be the point? So unfortunately the decision is to be made to sacrifice our ally. Sucks, but that how it sometimes goes. Okay, we need to move forward a bit carefully. I'm probably gonna be shooting at the horses soon, because I'm expecting they're gonna be coming our way also soon. Okay, can we get some shot into them? Might help a bit if we could. Yes, we can, good. At least whittle them down a bit. Yeah, they just... well, not just horses, actually quite a lot, plenty more. Well, I'm not happy that I should be the one defending all that much, especially looking at the amount of horses and significant deficit of infantry. Better... Yeah, well, that's... Not sure how I'm gonna deal with this. I need to right now catch them. They should be missing me. Well, hopefully it should be stopping the charge, which they are. Okay, stop. We're coming back as the hoplites are dealing with those. Where are the horses coming from? Nowhere so far. So we should be able right now to get away. Yeah, he's dead. Okay, we have killed these Armenians. That's actually a pretty good bonus because in that case, these units are going to be losing morale as time goes. And they are going to be much more likely to rout. But now we need to move forward and try to catch the horses that are coming around the stone. Where are they? Here they are. Ah, goddammit.
We must cease fire! Our allies are in there!
Yeah, he's nicely clumped.
The enemy attack our base!
That's alright. Right now we need to stop shooting.
Allies!
He's gonna deal with that alright, that's fine. So we go home into the base. How's it looking in here? Not well.
The enemy attack
Plenty of
our
horses
base!
though, so potentially we should be able to get rid of that. If it's just horses, it's usually easy to deal with. We should be flanking a bit with the back unit. With the unit at the back, you should be running around and try to flank them, because they are not really doing all that much fighting in the first place. March as fast as possible so that we go for the defense. 900, 700. We are winning. So if we defend this, we are gonna win. And since this is just plenty of horses and not enough of this, we are having plenty of archers for that. If I don't screw up, we should be fairly comfortably winning. Let's not just be too hasty though. It could still be tricky. I'm gonna need to shoot at those dudes pretty soon. Ah, skirmishes first.
We must cease fire! Our allies are in there!
Stop.
The enemy attack our base! Our men are under attack! Okay, focus fire!
Focus fire.
The enemy attack our base!
I'm gonna get... Yeah, that was... I was hoping that somebody was actually, goddammit, gonna help me. Yeah, let's just engage the phalanx. Not much of a choice now what to do else. Yeah, there are plenty of horses. I cannot really do anything about this because I received absolutely no help whatsoever. But I think we bought enough time and, much more importantly, whittled down those guys. Celtic. That's much more important because it means that they don't have really anything strong. Right now Celtic is going to be just one unit in there and we are in enemy base as well. Yeah, just disengage.
Our arrows find allies!
Yeah, we should be doing something at least here.
The enemy attack our base!
Let's try to flank a bit and get onto those skirmishes. Right now we should be in clear line of sight. Well, he's gonna run into me, but who cares? Are we gonna survive? Yes, we are. About a few units. I'm just gonna leave it to Cantor Sarma. Oh, he missed the charge. God damn it, he missed it real bad. And he's even getting flanked. Right now we can engage and he should be flanked. We have already won pretty much, because we have a strong infantry back, which means that the horses are going to be useless. How many do we have here? Ah, literally 2 archers? Yes, literally 2 archers. Yeah, that's good. The infantry should be handling them alright. Fortunately, they have just routed, so I have just lost the unit right now. Kansas guy, I'm playing on the EU server. Yeah, I'm on the EU. There probably is an A server, I will be thinking, or other server, because Wargaming does have servers for multiple versions of continents and whatnot, so I will be definitely expecting there is. But as Crimson Cheek says, no! Yeah, they just right now routed, like, near the end of the game. Oh man, that's such a shame. Yep, you're right about the bonus for teaming up. Anyway, we have pretty much won this. In the enemy base, it seems like the enemy who was there is already killed. Yeah, just literally just a few horses left to be fairly straightforward-ish. Get rid of 4 Cantor Sarma because horses are not good at charging into guys that are heavily armored, like those Romans. Yep, we are already capturing the base, and since they have nobody there, we're just gonna win on that, because even though they are having seemingly enough units in here, they are just low health, or rather low health, not enough army in there, which means that they are gonna be catching, or rather getting those guys into base points quite slow. This was a quite difficult game, to be honest. Quite difficult game, because they were having so many horses, while we really weren't. We were having like I think one guy was full horses and second had like 1 squad. Whereas they had like 3? Either 2 or 3. Just tons of horses they had. And it's always pretty hard. Yep, we are already pretty much there. Crimson Cheeks, well, Barbarian Cavalry, Barbarians overall are quite sucky, to be honest. They are hard to play and are not as strong as the other civilizations. And the biggest problem is, of course, that they don't have any kind of formations or whatnot. They just scatter so easily, and it's a big problem with their horses, of course, because once you charge, you are just all over the place, and it's very hard to do anything reasonable with them. Even charge a bit later, you need to really do your best to somehow corral them around, and it's very problematic, especially in settings like cities and whatnot. It's almost impossible to actually work with them. On plains, you are having better chances to move around, reposition them and such. In cities, it's hard. And otherwise, the other cavalry for the other civilizations is much stronger, like seriously stronger. But that's also because they are coming in later tiers. But yeah, if I remember correctly, especially the spear cavalry from Romans is super strong, from what I have seen it in the games that I've played in the Ghost Alpha. They are really good. Like, seriously. So, yeah. Spears! Barbarians are overall slightly underwhelming, and they're hard to play. Really hard. What are we gonna get? Base morale or defense? Defense, morale. They're having good morale, hoplites. Let's go for defense first. Theban hoplites, Theban cavalry. You can see you can get cavalry. For these, well, gonna be needing ton of resources, so rather experience are gonna be sticking to the second tier quite a lot. This is the difference from the original game, and definitely something that targets you into wargaming influence, into pay to win, because 1800 experience and I'm getting like 60 per battle for squad. That's like, I don't know, maybe even 5 times more than you had in the original game. It's just a very slow progression, and it turns into pretty significant grind. And that's definitely something I'm not enjoying. Not enjoying all that much.
Archers!
Somebody could say that you need to make money somehow, force player into premiums and whatnot, but turning the game into a grind fest is exactly not good for a player experience, and other games definitely do it better without having the tag of pay to win.
Archers!
Yep, extra attack of course, and you're gonna get the broadhead arrows for them.
Archers!
21:31, so I have time for about 2 battles. Let's see.
We must fan the
So I'm
flames
gonna go
of
for
war.
Cynane right now and then potentially get at least one barbarian. Crimson Cheeks, no, that's not true. Pay to win is basically to be able to compete. And once you get into higher tiers, it's even more pronounced. Pay to win is being able to compete properly. And that means also when you are having excessive grind. It makes the game pay to win as well. Because, like, who's going to be bothered grinding something for months when you want to be competitive and when you want to win, basically? You can do it, but you cannot say that it's not pay to win. And it's much more pay to win in the later tiers, when you are actually getting negative silver even when you win. And it's absolutely horrible in the later tiers. I just tried it in the tiers 8 to 10 in the closed alpha, and it was absolutely ridiculous. You were just losing silver after battle, even when you significantly won. It was horrible. So basically how the game looks is that you, in the higher tiers, you have like one game and then you have to grind silver in the lower tiers to play it again. Like, what the hell? That's pay to win as well, quite definitely. That's even pay to play, almost. Kamukadze alone, yeah, well, gonna be hard for him. Horsies plenty, that's nice. And having triple in there, we're having at least double. Oh. Well, the fact is that Total Arena basically followed all the wargaming games, and if anybody is gonna tell anything about wargaming, it's that it's definitely pay to win. It's unfortunately following those footsteps, and I think it's gonna hurt the game. Especially because overall, when you compare it to the overall, or rather through old closed alpha, quite frankly, the game is just worse in almost every aspect. It just is. It's sad. It's still a good game. It's fun to play, but the original was just so much better. Crimson Cheeks, but what tier are you playing? Have you played tier 8 or rather the higher tiers? Another reason why it's pay to win is because tier differences are too huge. Whenever you're playing basically higher tier, your unit is gonna get absolutely slaughtered without a chance. That's another signal that it's definitely pay to win.
Quickly!
I was for example playing in the closed alpha a game when I was tier 8, enemy was tier 9. I charged into skirmishers with my horses, and the horses killed themselves charging into skirmishers. That's how absolutely ridiculous this game is, as far as tier difference goes. It basically forces you to invest into the game in every possible way. The grind is just really next level in this game. The matchmaking usually does a decent enough job of matching you with similar tiers and whatnot, but the higher the tier goes, the differences are just going through the roof. and you're gonna get negative silver in almost every single battle.
The enemy has first blood.
Basically what the higher tiers are forcing you to do is basically stay back, defend, and not lose units. That's because if you need to replace units, you are absolutely destined to go into negative silver, and a pretty significant one. Horsies, well, he probably is gonna deal with that. Yeah, right now in the middle, so we should be probably already stopping and waiting for what's gonna happen.
Under attack.
Well, what's gonna happen here? Can we get them?
Our men are under attack.
Not all that sure. But probably let's go to the right. Well, that's a lot of horses also from the enemy. That's bad. Like, oh man, that's how many are there? 3 players with horses. What the hell? That's seriously bad. And as for knowing how to play the game, I actually played it back then. I'm playing it for 3 years. I have a pretty good idea how to play it. There's a big difference between solo queuing and playing with some allies, and playing with allies that actually know what they're doing. Which is basically like 80% of the games, the allies are not really going to be cooperating with you. But in the instances when they are, the game is gonna go beautifully. But it usually isn't. Alright, so... how is it looking here? Can we get there somewhere?
Archers! Spears! Quick, march!
Well, there are the archers. Alright.
Double time!
Yeah.
Our men are under attack.
It's going to be hard to do something with this. Ahmed is finally coming up for us, rather to us as well. I'm gonna be trying to stay here.
Archers!
Ah, here you are. Come on. And unfortunately can't. God damn it. Right now, exactly. Yeah, we got him nicely in there. It's gonna be nice.
Quickly!
Fortunately, you should be... yeah, he's paying enough attention, so it's gonna be fine.
Archers! Spears! Quick, march!
Hey, listen.
Under attack.
Apace! Archers!
Form phalanx. Attack.
Let's go into those. Oh yeah, Horsies here.
Under attack.
Of course.
No rest. Not under attack.
Slay them!
Can we actually get more into the Horsies in here? I'm hoping that we can.
Return to
Oh,
our
horse,
cause.
they are dead. That was kinda just bound to happen because you have seen so many horses in here. So I was just hoping I'm gonna get lucky. Fortunately I didn't.
Allies are firing upon us.
Let's switch off, of course, the phalanx as they are still continuing with it. Yeah, let's go back. Oh, there's still someone alive. Not sure how.
Rapid advance.
Spears! Battle
Yeah,
ready!
even Cynane's horse is alive still in this one.
Ceasefire. Together, men. Are they blind? Our allies are firing on our units.
Can we get a choose somehow? Probably.
The enemy attack our base.
Yeah, okay, so they're gonna be dead pretty soon.
Allies fire upon us.
And he's
Ceasefire.
killing us. Okay, so we need to...
The enemy attack our base.
Spears!
We need to go around a bit. And they're gonna get killed by Kiziana.
Are they blind? Our allies are firing on our units.
You should be able to shoot into their back now.
We must cease fire. Our
Oh,
Allies
there is
are
somebody
inbound.
else. Alright.
Quick march.
Yeah, you're not gonna survive that. Or is this last guy gonna survive? He's still alive. Come on. Oh, and right now he got shot into the back. God damn it. Shame for him. Nice friendly fire in there, but of course right now you're gonna get killed here as well. Let's just disengage and try to run away because this is just
Rest.
kinda gonna be useless. We have 100. We are of course we have already lost pretty much at this stage. So let's just see if we can get some more damage and whatnot. So many archers. They did a whole better job with their horses. That's the difference between our teams and what actually won it, because we did have enough horses as well.
Quick march.
Fortunately, they were better. And that's why they deservedly win.
Double time.
Nice defenses, if it wasn't for the fact that I can actually easily run away and around it.
Apace.
Yeah, we're not gonna win, so let's just engage in the farms with this guy, for example.
Quickly.
We can at least catch him.
Run.
Double time. Slay them.
Form phalanx.
I'm gonna kill at least a few units in there.
Under attack. Death has found me. The enemy attack our base.
Yep, and right now we're gonna be waiting basically for them to make their way forward. Not even that long apparently, as they are already in the base quite some numbers. Unfortunately, Panzer VH is not going to be surviving until the end probably. At least the way it looks like now. But at least good experience for the hoplites. It's not bad. Well, third best in this game. That kinda tells you how it went for us overall. Exactly like this.
Spears.
Exactly like this. Okay, so that's gonna be the last battle. So apparently I didn't get to the barbarians. Maybe I'm gonna get to them a bit later, maybe tomorrow, not sure. But I think that tomorrow I'm actually going to be streaming some Age of Empires, some Nations Cup. There are games. So that's so far the plan, at least for tomorrow. And the last game is going to be on Capitoline Hill again. So, who are going to be the teammates? Do we have some triple something? Triple skirmish Kujava. Otherwise, it seems to be everything alright. So, probably just gonna be able to choose whatever places or whatever place I want. We don't have horses. We have just one. That's bad. But I'm thinking that the opponent should be having something similar. Really, as I said a bit before, the matchmaking is pretty decent. So, usually the teams are quite similar. We usually don't have significant differences in the compositions. So where do we want to go? I don't really often go through the right side, so I kinda guess let's just move over there as well. Yeah, let's move through the right. I usually go through this side, so let's just change it up a bit. I haven't really gone through the parts of the cities here too often. Yeah, Crimson Cheeks, you can, and it seems pretty weird because of course when the commander is having all the bonuses, that's completely ridiculous to be honest, because really they make a ton of difference. For example, the speeds and whatnot. Just I don't really see how it's all that fair, but I haven't really met it all that much here yet. But I kinda think it's not ideal. But at the end of the day, it's better than not playing at all, so there's also that part of the game. So hiding in the forest. Apparently nobody's moving forward. Well, I'm not going to be moving forward either then. I'm not gonna get myself killed.
Double time.
Yes, Crimson Cheeks, exactly. That's what you're basically forced into, which I think is basically a huge flaw in the game, and exactly what I was complaining about a bit before. It's just completely destroying the game, to be honest, this kind of approach. When you need to play a sucky game to be able to play the good game, that's just ridiculous.
Quickly.
It's like if you played Hearthstone and you needed to somehow get some mana or whatnot to play basically expansion games, or rather, I don't know, epics, legends and whatnot. Basically the same kind of ridiculousness. Okay, they seem to be coming back already. No, they're just standing there and defending. Us infantry coming through the left. Wow, they're having super strong mid. Yeah, we don't have enough. Those guys should be already coming there. I just try to stay here and... It's gonna be tricky. It should already be starting to get there.
Archers. Spears. Quick march. Archers. Archers. Heads.
No rest! Our men are under attack!
I'm gonna flank them. That should be right now.
Archers.
Move, boys.
Awaiting orders.
Yeah, damn it.
Archers. Spears. Quickly. Ready to serve.
Form phalanx!
Double time.
You're coming back. You should be able to shoot at those comfortably from this side. Let's move a bit, so that we are sure we are shooting in there. And now, well, yeah, of course, horses everywhere. Let's try to join here.
The men are fleeing the battlefield!
Quick march.
Rapid advance!
I need to get for no, move, boys. I need to get into my allies.
Return to our
Yeah.
cause!
That's exactly what I wanted. Thank you. Thank you, ally. You helped me incredibly well.
Archers!
You did me a huge service in here.
Spears! Archers! Quickly!
No rest!
Can we do something here? Because right now we need to be worried about the guy from the left. Yep. There's a huge lot that I could have done.
The men return to our cause!
Archers!
This is right proper battle here. Quite confusing all around, to be honest.
Spears!
Allies are firing upon us!
Archers!
They're still kind of alive-ish in here. We can shoot a bit at the horses at least once off. Can we? Yes, we can at least a bit.
Stop firing! Our arrows find allies!
Archers!
I cannot really shoot there. That would be just tons of friendly fire.
Spears!
I'm just right now running somewhere. I don't know where.
Quickly!
I should be getting help now to flank them. If he plays it correctly.
Archers!
Yes, he shoot him from the back. That should be alright. Yeah, they're just gonna deal with that. Alright.
Archers!
Death has found
Fortunately,
me!
Cynane died. Second is this unit is routed. That's alright.
Spears!
One of those gonna survive, and we should be turning off the phalanx. Just make sure that we don't kill Zandra as well.
Quickly!
Well, to be honest, Fallen Knight, I don't exactly know how high tier the opponents are, but in the lower tiers that I'm so far playing in here, it seems to be reasonably alright. I wouldn't be surprised if in the higher tiers it was a problem, because of course there are going to be less players like that.
Spears!
We have already killed them, nice. We are ever so slowly winning, still enough horses in there. Are we going into enemy base just like that? It seems so. We're probably gonna be forcing them to defend them.
Archers!
Well, yeah, let's go.
Rapid advance!
And I have no problem with that. We have decent units in here, so we are not going to be susceptible to horses or whatnot, so I kinda think it's not a bad idea.
Onward!
Base is protected by Dominic, so we don't need to worry about it either. Yeah, Fallen Knight, I can definitely understand your frustration. I've said it a bit before, Crimson Cheeks, we were talking about that. In the higher tiers, the differences between tiers are getting really ridiculous. And I can understand that it can be not really fun to play at all.
Archers!
I have had my taste of it in the Ghost Alpha,
Base!
Double time!
and I just couldn't stop wondering what the hell is going on. But hopefully it's gonna get better if more players play. But if they are going to be having such an experience first,
Quickly!
you can kinda imagine the motivation is not going to be huge. Oh, here you are, so let's get some shots in there.
We are firing upon allies!
Alright, now we need to stop. Horses are gonna come. Oh, well, we're gonna get hammered.
We will have their base!
We need to somehow get through this part of the map.
Double time!
Try to move through. If we can pull through.
No rest!
We're gonna lose some units, of course. But we're gonna pull it. Ah, come on, guys. Come on, guys. One more, and we can shoot into the back. Nice. Yeah,
We
that's
must
just
cease
one hit. It's
fire.
alright.
Our allies are in there!
Let's run away because he's coming after me then. Ooh. Yeah, this guy as well.
We will have their base!
Attack!
Yep. Right now I'm pretty much deadish. No point in running around, I guess. We would be staying all routing anyway. So we'll just
Destroy!
deal a few damage if we can.
Apace!
Or are we just gonna annoy them? As our allies are gonna try to capture the base. Yeah, that we can. That's something that we can do.
Quickly!
Onward!
But we're already losing morale, so yeah, I'm just gonna right now get killed.
Double time! Attack!
Blast! And he's dead. And 149. Okay, so we are doing something in here. Well, Kujava should be a bit more careful apparently with his skirmishers. Zombrik is coming with another bunch of skirmishers. And those, well... He needs to get a good shot right now, a surprising shot into those archers. Yes, he will. Good. Not a huge one, but better than nothing, I guess. 93. They are all routing. That's basically the only reason why we are seemingly winning, because they were having plenty of units, but they were kind of half healthish and whatnot, especially the Horsies, which means that they are because of the dime. So yeah, we're gonna win basically on that. Zombie gonna kill Horsies, it seems like. Careful, unless you get friendly fired by the stakes. Well, the game, to be honest, Crimson Cheeks, the game significantly changes when Lithobolai get into the game. Because they're the single most important unit that you need to keep alive at all costs. And basically the whole strategy revolves around them. Those games, those tiers right here, are kinda basically free for all, more or less. You just do what you want and whatnot. But in the higher tiers, if you can protect the Lithobolai, you usually win. If your guy with the Lithobolai is not completely noob. Yeah, it's all about keeping them alive in there. Okay, so moving forward, Dominic with Kujava, just 36 units left. This is basically just the remaining archers in there. And even though we have routed in here, we have more or less won. There's no reason that Dominic should be routed with such a strong unit. And Kujava, he might lose a few units, but hopefully Dominic is still gonna be having some pilums, or other pillars, to kill that a bit. And well, we're going to be switching into Age of Mythology in a few minutes. Of course, into the vanilla match. So well, unfortunately I didn't really win a game when I would be staying alive until the very end with Cynane, but we basically lost like 1 or 2 games with her, maybe just 1. And all of the rest we have won in the end, so that's decent. At least something. Ah, here they are. Let's see if he still has pillars. Apparently not. Yeah, focus fire on moving units is not gonna work. Yeah, it's just right now going to be running after Opium. Which is alright, because he's trying to get as many kills, as many silver and whatnot as possible. So of course it's better than just sacrificing your units. You can see Cynane is still alive in there, in her leather outfit, in the very front. He's just gonna miss them. Yep. Nice attempt. Nice attempt. Yeah, this is kind of what I don't like about the routing mechanism. Because you have units like these that survive like the whole game running around. Then you have sometimes units with like 2-3 guys surviving 4 minutes in the midst of the battle. So even the units of the enemy cannot kill them. And then you have, for example, third health units that just route absolutely out of nowhere. The mechanism is just completely ridiculous in this sometimes. I understand what they want to do with that, but I don't think it works well at all. Ah, the skirmishers in here. Ah, they're just gonna come from the... No, from the right go. Yep, exactly. Around the mausoleum. Yeah, it's probably mausoleum. Seems like... doesn't seem like a temple, really. Maybe it's temple, but I think it's mausoleum. Yeah, Fallen Knight. I really understand what they try to make, but I don't think it serves... I don't think it works properly, first. And second, I don't think it serves the purpose well at all, either. I mean, like, use any unit with third of your health. They're just super strong units still. It still can do a whole lot of things. It can defend against Horsies, for example, when you have such a third health unit of hoplites. There's just no reason for them to rout. Like, why would they be running from a fight? The same as I don't like the routing when you are retreating from battle. Basically making retreats more or less impossible. When you are engaged, you can just basically, yeah, say, yeah, well, right now I'm gonna die. I cannot do anything about it. It's just not really fun.
Spears!
Anyway, gonna get the Olympic trials and the restocks and whatnot, and gonna switch into Age of Mythology.
Archers!
Okay, so that's that. So I hope that you enjoyed the battles today. They were kind of all over the place. A lot of victories. Plenty of mistakes by me, unfortunately, getting caught by Horsies and whatnot. So that definitely wasn't a great day for me. But otherwise, also some not that bad moments, I hope. So I hope that you enjoy those. And if you're interested in more, I'm of course going to be streaming as the closed beta goes in the next weeks. Yeah, Crimson Cheeks, I know. But the other units are really sucky in that. So, yep, let's just switch into another game.